Buddhist temple murals. Where? So, where is this artwork from? This artwork is from China. And when? When was this artwork made? This was made around 1450 Common Era during the Ming Dynasty. A dynasty is a sequence of rulers from the same family. So the Ming Dynasty in China lasted from 1368 to 1644 Common Era. And during this time, China really saw an increase in global trade. So what? What are we looking at here? This artwork is called a mural. A mural is the work of art painted or applied directly on a wall, a ceiling, or really any other permanent surface. In this case, this mural was painted on the walls of a Buddhist temple. Who? So who are we looking at? Who are the two main figures in this mural? In each panel, there is a figure larger than all the other figures. And we're looking at two different Buddhas. In China, more than one Buddha is venerated. What does veneration mean? It means to show respect or hold in high esteem. Now, most people are familiar with one Buddha, Shakyamuni, the Buddha of our present time. But there are other Buddhas, such as the two we see here on the panels of this mural. We have the Buddha of the past, named Dipankara, depicted on the left panel, and then we have the Buddha of the future, named Maitreya, depicted on the right panel. Why? Why was this artwork made, or what purpose does it serve? These gilded and colorful, larger-than-life Buddhist murals were intended to inspire awe in the people that entered the Buddhist temple. The image was meant to remind viewers of a future time when humanity will be surrounded by wish-granting trees and prosperity, good fortune, and harmony. This future time is referred to as the Buddhist Pure Land, a paradise celebrated by particular sects of Buddhism. Also, being as large as these murals are, they also allowed for multiple people to pay reverence to the Buddhas at the same time. Let's have a closer look. Large murals like this have lots of tiny little details so that the person looking at this artwork has to take their time exploring the imagery and thus takes more time thinking about Buddhism. There are some fun tiny details like the white long-tailed birds or these fierce lions with colors of yellow and dark green and pink. They're really fun details. But among all of these details are a couple of clues that let us know there is something missing from the panels in the BMA. If we look at the inner edges of the two panels, we see figures facing away from the Buddha depicted in that particular panel. These figures are called attendant figures. Attendant figures typically face the Buddha because they are attending to that specific Buddha. No painter would paint figures so impolitely as to have their backs to a Buddha unless they were facing another Buddha. This little detail lets us know that we are missing a third panel that would have originally been situated between these two panels. And the central panel that we are missing would have had the Buddha we are most familiar with, Shakyamuni Buddha. So originally, when complete, this mural would depict the Buddha of the past, the Buddha of the present, and the Buddha of the future. So, fun fact, did you know that these temple wall murals survived a fire? They did. We do not know the name of the temple these murals came from in China or when the fire occurred at that temple. But when we received these murals, they were covered in layers of soot and had some fire damage. In the early 1990s, the front side that we see here were cleaned and treated. Why did I say front side? Because there are paintings on the back of the mural walls as well. It's just really hard to see because of the extent of the damage from the fire. But in July of 2019, the back of the panels were treated by conservators in order to stabilize the paintings, as well as reveal some of the imagery buried under the soot. This is a really great work to see in person at the museum.